Now that you know what you do about working with a database, you can take all of the previous examples that we've worked with and use a database to enhance its functionality in some way. For example, in the text adventure game, you can save the data around a game, like for example the inventory and the position of a user, and also the user itself in the database, to allow people to continue their adventures later on a different computer, for example, or to enable multiple users to be able to use it at the same time or even interact with one another. For our user listing page that we've been working on for the CRUD script, you could add a search functionality to allow people to search for particular users. You could allow them to search by field or by any field altogether and just have a general search functionality. And then if we step back to our random text example script, where we were inserting in random text inside of a particular string, you could allow users to save these settings inside the database as particular groups and use that to share with one another or to allow a user to have multiple generators at one time. So you really have all of the pieces that you need to accomplish any of those. So if you had the time, you could stop now and start to do each of those challenges and see how far you can get on your own. In this last section of this collection, we're going to work on one more big project, which is creating the foundation for our own CMS. It will be fully functional, we'll have users, we'll have the ability to manipulate data, and we'll do some other interesting things with the code in order to make it more robust and extensible. Now, the reason we're going this route is because it will help you understand the architecture behind Drupal. A lot of developers come to Drupal by first creating their own CMSs, and then as they figure out what exactly a CMS consists of, they start to look outside of their own project at other projects for inspiration. And a lot of times when people find Drupal, they realize that Drupal is way ahead of where they are now, but because of the work that they've done in their own CMS, they can understand why exactly Drupal is a good solution, and also have a better understanding of the inner workings of Drupal, which can be helpful when extending it with additional modules or tracking down problems with a site. So what we're doing in essence here is fast forwarding through a process that can take 6 to 12 months by a typical developer. Along the way, we're going to pull out some of the most essential lessons in the process that are going to be useful for you as you work with Drupal down the road.